Debuting in 1992 at the Sundance Film Festival, Quentin Tarantino's The Reservoir Dogs is easily one of the top tough guy films of all time. I mean, think about it. Not only was the film released in 1992, but it was also Tarantino's first film that he's directed. This movie showcases all of the elements that make Tarantino what he is. A non-linear storyline, flashbacks, jumping around here and there, really bad language, tons of sexual overtones, tons of blood, brutality. I mean, as far as tough guy films go, I mean, what more could you ask for? So when you think about it, the idea of a bank robbery gone wrong has been done countless times. So in order to make this different, Tarantino messes around with time, takes us back and forth, and then throws a ton of curveballs our way, and just makes the characters different. None of the characters here are extremely cookie cutter. As a matter of fact, they're anything but. They all have great lines, they all have their own distinct personalities, and even for his first film, he managed to get a remarkable cast. We're talking Harvey Keitel, Tim Roth, Chris Penn, the fatter of the Penn brothers, Steve Buscemi, Michael Madsen, Lawrence Tierney, and Eddie Bunker, not including Quentin Tarantino himself, who plays the getaway driver who gets popped in the head. But think about it. Your first movie that you're directing, and you get a cast like this. I mean, you can't really ask for more. The only thing that could really take this film astray is a horribly written script, and that's absolutely not the case in Reservoir Dogs. There's memorable lines left and right. There's great scenes. There's the infamous scene with the ear. Can you hear me? You know, Michael Madsen is at his best in this film. I mean, some people may argue that he's better in The Getaway. But, yeah, this is not the Michael Madsen that you've seen in, like, things like, what was that Yui Bowl movie he was in a couple years ago? And there was also a direct-to-DVD film. He was in, like, a biker gang with Dennis Hopper. Yeah, this is not that kind of Michael Madsen. This is Michael Madsen at his super charismatic stage, when the guy could basically do no wrong, when he was just super cool, and just a guy that you love to watch on the screen. Tim Roth, too, does an excellent job in this film. Steve Buscemi is Steve Buscemi. He's never bad. He's rock-solid actor. He's very, very good in this film as far as trying to convince the other people what's going on, and he's just completely agitated, and he doesn't even trust himself. He's all squirrely in this movie. You know, he's always bouncing around and stuff like that. So, he is almost kind of like the catalyst that keeps the story moving, because he's just so edgy. He can't wait for something to happen. He has to make things happen himself. And every time he's on the screen, you want to laugh, and just because you know somebody like this. You know somebody that if they were put in a crazy situation like this, that they would bug out. That they would go back to all the things that were said before, and they try and stick to the plan, but then everything would go wrong, and they wouldn't be able to handle it, and they go crazy. Really good stuff. Harvey Keitel, too, as well, is exceptional in this movie. So when you combine a great cast, excellent music, an excellent story, good pacing, and just things that are different, the things that make Tarantino what he is. A lot of people think now that Tarantino has gotten a little old, or his style is not as what it used to be, but when you think about it, I mean, the guy revolutionized filmmaking. All the things that he does with the memorable lines, the bouncing around in the stories, the pop culture references, just the essence of cool that he adds into all of his movies. I mean, tons of directors have bitten off of that over the past 15 years, 16 years, because Tarantino is that good. And, you know, emulation is the best form of flattery. So it's not Tarantino's fault that other people love his style of movie making and grew up with it and choose to emulate it. So, just like a movie like Inglourious Basterds, Tarantino proves that he can do these things better than anybody. And there's really not a better place, probably Pulp Fiction is up there as well, that showcases Tarantino's ability to deliver the goods. So if you like movies with tons of gun shooting, blood, sweat, charisma, hilarity as well, but not your normal source of hilarity. There's nothing that's kind of like laugh out loud funny. It's kind of wrong funny, if you know what I'm saying. So with that being said, as far as tough guy films go, you really cannot do much better than Reservoir Dogs. So, and if it's just one of those days where you're bored and you want to find out what Like a Virgin is really about, then why not? It's worth a watch.
If you want your fix, you got it.